One of my favorite books in the Bible is the book of Daniel. I love Daniel. And one of the coolest parts that most of the kids know, most of the families know, is Daniel in the lion's den. So what happened, before we get into it, is there's some people that were just trying to get at Daniel. They didn't like him. They were trying to find something wrong with him. And so they talked the king into declaring this decree that everybody must worship the king for 30 days. And if they didn't, they'd be thrown into the lion's den. So we pick up in Daniel verse 16. So the king gave the order, and they brought Daniel and threw him into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, "May your God whom you serve continually rescue you." A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den. The king sealed it with his own signet ring and with the signet rings of the nobles, so that nothing in regard to Daniel could be changed. Then the king went to his palace and spent the night fasting. No diversions were brought to him, and he could not sleep. At first light of dawn, the king got up and hurried to the lion's den. When he reached the den, he cried out of anguish to Daniel. "Daniel, servant of the living God," the king said, has your God whom you serve continually been able to rescue you from the lions?" Then Daniel spoke with the king. "May the king live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. They haven't hurt me, for I was found innocent before him. Also, I have not committed a crime against my king." The king was overjoyed and gave orders to take Daniel out of the den. So Daniel was taken out of the den uninjured, for he trusted in his God. The king then gave the command, and those men who had maliciously accused Daniel were brought and thrown into the lion's den. They, their children, and their wives. They had not reached the bottom of the den before the lions overpowered them and crushed all their bones. The king Darius wrote to those of every people, nation, and language who live in all the earth, "May your prosperity abound. I issue a decree that in all of my royal dominion, people must tremble in the fear before the God of Daniel. For he is the living God, and he endures forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his dominion has no end. He rescues and delivers. He performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on earth. For he has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions." Now, one cool thing about this is it says, they asked Daniel, "Has the God whom you serve continually saved you?" And my challenge for you today is to serve God continually. As we go out through our day, as we go through our week and our months, serve God continually. Don't stop serving God.